In this video, we're reacting to every way to get rich in 2025 explained. Now me, I already know every single way how to get.
What?
I know every way in how to get rich in 2025. One of my boys, my partner, he know how to get rich too. Every 3 weeks, he got a new scheme for us. But that's why he's my partner, cause we really like it. Without further ado, let's get straight to this video. I need some new hustles.
She been command me.
Scammer. You wake up one morning and decide you're too smart to work a normal job. Why would you waste 40 years in an office when you could just convince some guy in Ohio that you're a Nigerian prince who needs help moving $15 million? You start small. Fake concert tickets, a couple of dodgy eBay listings, maybe an investment opportunity that's really just your bank account. Then you branch out. A pyramid scheme, a fake charity, maybe even a whole Shopify.
Yeah, minorities aren't scamming like this. I thought this is more, and I don't like bringing a race thing in, but like white people or maybe Asian, white Asian type of scamming. You know, minorities, we like to do the chip readers, things of that nature. The, you know, Cash App scheme, the Chase fraud, you know, all of that. That's more our realm. That's where our expertise, you know, that's where we are with it.
Or selling products that don't exist. Before you know it, you've mastered the art of
We're
taking
not
money
making
from
a
strangers
pyramid
without ever
scheme.
meeting them. Then one day you hit it big. You set up a fake luxury watch business, slap some stock photos on Instagram, and start selling $10,000 Rolexes for $7,500. The orders flood in, your bank balance explodes, and you can't believe people are still falling for it. Everyone hates scammers, but they also kind of admire the hustle. Right up until the FBI knocks on your door at 4 a.m. and suddenly you're explaining to your cellmate how you once sold thin air for 6 figures.
Damn, that's a fact though. Hey, you ever been robbed or stolen from? Because look, scammers are in charge of some of the most painful days of your life. Have you ever been stolen from? You can't do anything and you just, ooh, that feeling when you get stolen from, you don't have anything you can do. Your stuff is just gone. And it's not like, oh, I lost it. It's like, bro, everything in my car is wiped. Or everything in my basketball bag with my Kobe's and my basketball is gone. Everything in there from my, what's it called? You know, it's personal experience. Oh, man.
The inventor.
It make you
You're
just
sitting
want
in
to
your
cry.
garage at 2 a.m. surrounded by half-broken appliances, empty Red Bull cans, and all you can smell is burning plastic. Most people would look at a pile of junk and see, well, a pile of junk. But you see the next big thing. You've already failed with the self-toasting bread knife and the solar-powered flashlight, but this time feels different. You cobble together a weird-looking prototype using duct tape, spare wires, and an old blender motor, and somehow it works. You slap a ridiculous name on it, post a video online, and overnight it goes viral.
I be thinking
big
I'm
companies
like
are
this.
calling you with offers in the millions to buy your idea, and you have no idea how to even respond. 1 month later, you're rich, famous, and giving TED Talks about innovation, conveniently leaving out the part where your billion-dollar idea was born because you accidentally glued the wrong parts
I
together.
be thinking like this.
Pro
I'm
gamer.
like, I
Your
think I'm gonna
parents
put
told you
something
playing
together
video
on
games all
accident
day
and
would
be
never make
rich.
you money. Now you're sitting in a $4,000 gaming chair with a PC that is worth more than a car. You are racking up sponsorship deals for pressing buttons really fast. When you first started, you were playing with your mates in your bedroom, streaming to an audience of 3 people, you, your mate, and Nightbot. But then you got good, really good. You carried your friend to third on an online tournament, then another, and suddenly you've actually got a decent teammate. You guys get flown out to an arena where thousands of
I always wanted to be a
fans are
pro
watching you
gamer.
frag
When I
strangers
became
on
a,
giant screen.
the day I became a professional gamer was like the biggest deals, the biggest deal to me. I was in I think I was in high school at the time. I was playing with Mid Ninja, all of them. It was just crazy. I still game every now and then, you know, occasionally, but I really gave up on it.
You're earning more from prize money, merch, and brand deals than your parents did in their best year combined.
Yep.
And the best part? All those hours they called wasting
Telling
time
the truth.
were actually career development. Now you never have to touch grass and can game all day without anyone telling you it's a bad idea.
This may be the
Ooh, we
last
got
ad
ads.
you've
Hey,
ever
y'all
seen.
sub up.
Because
Y'all
of the
sub
free
up and we
ad
don't
block
have to deal with
extension from
ads.
Capital when shopping, you can say good.
Lawsuit lottery winner. When people ask what you do, you tell them you're a lawyer at a local firm because it sounds respectable. But the truth is, you've never studied law a day in your life. Your career started the afternoon you fell down the stairs at McDonald's. You hired a personal injury attorney, claimed the stairs
At
were
McDonald's?
unsafe, and spent months in court
You
listening
getting
to
a
real
bag.
lawyers
That
argue
bag
over the
is
angle of
different.
handrail. You sat there in a suit, nodding like you understood the legal jargon, while secretly
Y'all seen that one lady who she had a McDonald's coffee. It was like 2012, I think. She had a McDonald's coffee. She was on a freeway and got into an accident or something like that. And the coffee spilled in her leg and it burned her ass. I think that's what happened. But she burned her ass with a coffee and sued the brakes off of fucking McDonald's. Got her shit. Ooh, her kids.
wondering if you'd win enough to pay off your car. Then one day,
Straight.
the
That
verdict
family
came in.
tree is saved.
McDonald's had to cut you a settlement so big you've been coasting ever since. Now you introduce yourself as working in law, even though the closest you've ever been to practicing it was signing the NDA at the end of the trial. Freelancer? You like to tell people you're self-employed, which is just another way of saying you've beaten the system. No boss, no commute, no
Why they give bro one piece of hair?
pointless Monday meetings. Just you, your laptop, and the freedom to work from anywhere. You started with small gigs, a bit of writing.
That's gonna be some of
here,
y'all if y'all
logo
don't log
design
in.
there, but it didn't take long before you were charging real money for work you could do in sweatpants. Now you wake up when you feel like it, take lunch breaks that last 3
How
hours.
though? Are they giving you deadlines? Isn't like Fiverr and stuff? Isn't it hard to get not hard, but isn't it like a like editing and service business, right? So how do you edit? Like how do you make that much money off of time? You get me? Like say I cut hair. I can only cut so many heads a day because actually cutting the hair and making it quality takes an hour and 10 minutes. So physically, I can't do more than that. If you're editing a video, unless you hire people, right? Am I tripping? Like you can't edit faster than, like you can edit fast, but like you still have to edit. Like you can't get around it.
And work
If
from
you never edit a
beaches,
video,
coffee shops, or your bed, if you
don't
feel like
even-
it. You set your own rates, pick your own clients,
Unless you charge
and
crazy
never
like
have
this.
to ask permission to take a day off. Sure, sometimes you're still working at 2 a.m., but that's only
Yeah,
because
see?
you decided to spend the whole afternoon doing absolutely nothing, and you
Yeah.
love it. Politician. You realize one day that making money doesn't
Hell
always mean
no, get
earning
this
it.
shit out my
Sometimes
face.
it just means getting elected. You started small, shaking hands, kissing babies, and promising things you have no intention of delivering. You run for a local seat, win by a landslide, and suddenly you're collecting a government paycheck for sitting
Hold
in
on,
meetings
this
and
might be
nodding
a
at things you
method.
don't understand. The salary looks decent, but the real money, that comes later. Campaign donations that just happen to stick around. Inflated consulting fees from friends of friends, and those property deals that conveniently go through companies owned by your family. Every speech you give is carefully polished to sound inspiring, but vague enough that it could mean anything. You learn to speak for 20 minutes without actually saying a single concrete thing, and somehow that skill alone keeps you in office for decades.
Oh,
By the time you
shit, it's
retire,
funny.
you've gone from broke idealist to millionaire public servant. Half the people still think you did it for them, while the other half can't prove otherwise. You
Ah,
spend the rest
shit.
of your days sitting by the pool in your mansion. Drug dealer. You figure out early on that
Ooh.
supply and demand
Yup.
works a lot faster when your product is addictive. When you first start, all you do is a few sales here and there to friends. You move on to the club bathrooms where you pretty much force unwilling people
Niggas
to
selling
buy
to the
from you.
politician.
But then the word spreads. Your friend's friend needs some ASAP. Suddenly you're making more in a weekend than most people make in a month. And all you had to do was answer a few
You
late
can't
night
keep
calls
that up,
and
though.
meet people
I'm
in
telling
parking
you.
lots. You upgrade your car, your clothes, and your phone, and everyone assumes you just have a good job. The truth is, your office is the backseat of your car, and your business hours are whenever someone's desperate enough to pay double. It's risky, sure. One wrong move and you're in handcuffs. But the money's so fast it feels like the rules don't apply to you. You tell your
Yeah. That's what everybody says. I mean, I'm not gonna get caught though. You know, I'm gonna do it a different way. You know, that's what Walter White said. That's what Walt said. That's what Jesse Pinkman. Where's my money, bitch? That's what they all say. I promise you, you will be that person to get caught.
Yourself, it's just temporary.
Yup.
A quick way to stack some cash.
You will get caught.
But
I'm
deep
telling
down,
you
know
right
that
now,
once you've
don't
had a
do
taste
it.
of
Don't
this
try
kind of
it.
money, a normal paycheck will never feel the same. Investor. When you were younger, you realized that the real money isn't in working harder. It's in making
My
your
battery
money
might
work
die.
for you. You start with a little savings, maybe a few shares in a company your dad told you was good, and suddenly you're hooked. The charts become
Hooked,
your
you
friend.
start
Every
investing
dip looks
in
like an
everything.
opportunity, but you're very scared to buy, and every gain makes you feel like a genius. You diversify between stocks, real
Yup.
estate, maybe even a few
Okay,
risky
nah, he know
plays
what
and
he doing
startups your
though.
friends have never heard of.
Yup.
Some bets crash, others explode, but the wins
And this
easily outweigh
goes
the losses.
very, very well.
Your
If you know
goal
how
is
to
earning more from
diversify your
passive income than you
portfolio,
ever did
trust me,
from
I
a
know a
job.
little bit
And your
in
workday
investing.
now consists
Options,
of checking numbers
you
on your
know,
phone between rounds of
okay.
golf. People think you're lucky, but you know it's
Nah,
part skill, part patience,
investing
and part
is
ignoring
not
the
luck. I
urge
mean,
to
it
panic
is
sell.
luck, but
Even though
like
you have
most
made
of it is
you
not
still
luck.
get the urge to panic
People
sell the dips
study.
and buy more at all time
Well,
highs.
long-term
But
investing
at least you've made it now.
is not luck.
Online degenerate. You've somehow turned wasting time on the internet into a full-time
This is
industry.
Rowley?
It started
Who is
with
this?
harmless late-night scrolling when you kept seeing this character you'd never seen before. Big eyes, lopsided smile, bright green skin.
This green is a
Captions
freak.
just say Zoggle. You ignore it at first, but then you see it again, and again, and again. Every video is Zoggle dancing, Zoggle driving a Lambo, Zoggle holding stacks of cash. It's hilarious and everywhere. You finally cave, click the link in someone's bio,
Yep.
and realize it's a meme coin. You decide to throw in $200 because that money was just going into sports bet anyways. After a week of constant doom scrolling and watching Netflix, you see a TikTok post about Zoggle the coin and realize that you actually own some. You open up your wallet and your Zoggle is still worth $200, but when you refresh, you can't believe your eyes. Your $200 is now worth 7 figures. You have no idea how or why it happened, but somehow you've gone from a random guy on TikTok to an accidental millionaire.
No.
All because a smiling green blob wouldn't leave
I
your feed.
wish. Let
You
this
decide
happen to
cash
me,
out half
please.
and leave half in, just because you love Zoggle himself. But you needed money for Uber Eats, Sports Bet, and Chrome Hearts. Of course so. You figure out pretty quickly that it's easier to
Give me
make money.
this. That's
to people having
LSK.
money than
Hold
actually
on.
making
I
it.
got something for that. I got something for that ass. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, took me like a few seconds, but look, I got two. This LSK, I got his lookalike. He a cartoon, but I still got his ass. LSK, come on, that's low key, high key LSK, or come on now, that's not him. Lock in, that's him. Is that a green bean? Yes, I know it is. Get to the video, man.
So you build a proven system based on a few buzzwords you stole from other
That
people's
haircut is
content.
garbage,
Slap
too.
it into a PDF and start calling yourself a mentor. You film some videos in front of a rented Lamborghini, throw in shots of a laptop by a pool, and tell people they can escape the 9 to 5 if they just follow your steps. The course sells for $499, but you offer a limited time discount every single day of the year. Before long, strangers are wiring you thousands for information they could have Googled for free, and you're making more from selling the dream than you ever did chasing it. Deep down, you know most of your students
This is the
will
first
fail,
one. You just
but that's
scamming
fine.
again.
Every failure just makes them more likely to buy your next course.
Hey, I hope y'all learned something from here. Hope you learn it, apply it to real life, and you flip it, make some money, and you remember where you got it from. You got it from me. So you gotta break bread and help me out. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. If y'all want me to react to anything, let me know. Leave a comment. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.